See, I told you I'd try and stay consistent with this. So, yeah, I've started back this YouTube channel and it's been interesting. Thank you for the responses. I went through most of the responses individually just to say thank you for, welcoming me back. It's taken me a long while to get back to Newcastle. I'm here now and yeah, it feels like home. It really actually does feel like home. I'm currently right now, if you guys recognise Newcastle, I'm in Leases Park. Literally, the stadium is just behind me. Thought I'd mix up a little bit. Love the great outdoors anyway. But anyway, you don't want to hear about all that sort of stuff. You want to hear about what I've put in the title. Now, I've tried to stay clear of this and other topical stuff that Newcastle United YouTubers and the media talk about, but it's hard to steer clear of it because it's such a big topic right now. Sandro Tonali, he's got himself into a bit of bother, to say the least, in terms of gambling, and it's looking like it's going to be costly. Excuse the pun not intended, but it is looking like it's going to be costly nonetheless, especially for us, because I'm seeing reports, and by the time this video goes out, it could have changed. Bearing in mind, I'm filming this in the morning, this is going to go out in the evening. It could have changed, but it's looking like he's going to serve a ban anywhere between 7 months to 3 years. That's what they're saying, the length of time. And yeah, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. The fact that, he's a new signing, he's just got to the club, he's impressing, that's neither here nor there. Things happen. But the man himself, like what must be going through in his mind, knowing that this is hanging over his head, is daunting. Because imagine that, the fact that you could be missing out on the thing that you love doing. You wake up, you play football, it's your profession, it's your living, it's your hobby, it's your everything. And yes, he's done something wrong. We all make mistakes, trust me. I know better than anyone else that you make mistakes in life, but again, you're gonna get punished for it. People are obviously often comparing it to what happened with Ivan Toney and trying to turn it into a race debate. Look, we don't need to do that right now. I know Ivan Toney got a lot of stick for it, and the length of time that he got was, well, lengthy. He's still out right now. But what he's going through right now, Sandro Tonali, I stand by it. And again, it's good that the Italian FA are showing support. Of course, Newcastle United are going to be showing support because he's our player. He's one of us. And once you're part of the familia, part of the family, then yeah, we've got to show love and support to one of our own. So could he be playing on Saturday? Who knows? I don't know if Eddie Howe's going to put him in the firing line with all of that hanging over his head. It might be worthwhile just taking him out of the team and letting him focus on what he needs to focus on. But yeah, that ban that could potentially be hanging over his head is a lengthy one. And look, I know other people have cooperated and helped out. Like, he's not the only one that's in a bit of bother. Obviously, you've got the Aston Villa midfielder, Zaniolo, and is it Fagioli? I think that's how you pronounce it correctly. Apologies if I butchered that as well. Obviously, he's now serving a 7-month ban as well. But all in all, like, it's not looking good for Tonali, and we need to show support for one of our own, like I said before. So, touching upon the Ivan Toney thing, we do need to do more about this sort of thing, because it's very hypocritical for us to, working hand in hand with betting sponsors. I know we've obviously kind of put a stop to it now, but back in the day, and even up to quite recently, we was working with a betting sponsor. We had Fun 88 plastered all over our shirts, all over our stadiums as one of our main sponsors. The Premier League works hand in hand with loads of betting sponsors and other things that would be classed as addiction, whether it be beer companies, that's classed as an addiction. Gambling, obviously, that's classed as an addiction, and all the rest of it. So where does it stop? We need to draw a line under certain things if we're going to try and put a stop to this, because yes, the footballer is to blame. They do know right from wrong, hence the reason why they've not publicised it and all the rest of it now. They've got found out. But at the same time, what can we do better for these players? Because they have a lot of free time on their hands. They have a lot of money to burn through. And those two things put hand in hand. We've seen the likes of, I don't even want to name other names and stuff like that, but we've seen other players follow suit in terms of suffering from addictions. So what are we doing as a footballing community, not just as a club and as a FA, to help these people and to stop that? Because it's all well and good saying, look, we're going to put a ban on you, put a ban on you, put a ban on you. But what are we doing as a footballing community to stop all of that? Because as I said before, it's very hypocritical for us to take money from these betting companies, take money from these gambling companies, take money from these drinking companies, all the rest of it, and then put drink safely, bet responsibly, and all the rest of it now. But then when a player does it, like, come on now, it doesn't make sense. So that's just like the wider scope of things to think about. But I don't know, I'll leave it for you guys in the comment section below. That's just my thoughts on it. But going forward now, from a Newcastle point of view, we're okay in the midfield area. Obviously we've got Bruno running the show. Touch wood, should I say, nothing else happens anyway to our midfielders, but we've got Bruno running the show, we've got Longstaff doing his bits, and since he's come back into the team, it's been a revelation. We've also got the likes of Lewis Miley, still got Joe Willett to come back, Joe Linton. So again, in terms of midfield, we're stacked, but obviously, new signing, Tonali's came in, he took the world by storm with that first goal, then kind of dipped a little bit, but then he's come back to life again. But obviously he's had this hanging over your heads throughout the games that he's been playing. So again, just even like the mindset to have that hanging over your head, because he's known this has been coming. He must have known this has been coming. So just to play throughout those 90 minutes in front of the capacity crowds that we bring in as well, it's a testament to him. Obviously he'll learn from it. I'm not giving him all praise and all the rest of it, but he'll have to learn from it. And hopefully he does seek the help that he does need, if it is a genuine addiction that he does have. But yeah, as I said before, the footballing community needs to do a lot more in terms of helping these people to stop this from happening, because this isn't the first, and I don't think it'll be the last either. Anyway, that's enough for me rambling on from now. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm in Forde, keep it tuned.
A few moments later.
Right, and just as I finish this video, Keith Downey at 10:21 puts out a statement. Yeah. Cheers, Keith. But anyway, that's the news. That's how fast it can change. So the update from Keith Downey is Sandro Tonali faces a lengthy ban from football at his hearing yesterday. Sky Italy report the Newcastle midfielder admitted to betting on AC Milan to win matches whilst a player there. His agent yesterday revealed Tonali has a gambling addiction. And then underneath that tweet says, the most severe punishment for this conduct is a 3-year ban from football worldwide. However, Tonali likely to be served a lesser ban for his help with the investigation. No comment from Newcastle United at this stage, but understand this has come as a surprise to the club. Well, you've heard it there from the horse's mouth. Well, not technically the horse's mouth, but near enough. Yeah, like I said before in the earlier video, he needs to be supported. Hopefully he doesn't serve a 3-year ban. Like you said, he's cooperated, he's helped out with the investigations. It wasn't during his time at Newcastle that he's betting on games, but it affects us nonetheless. The Newcastle United thing, as a surprise to them, I don't know if I buy that one completely, but it is what it is nonetheless. We need to deal with it internally. I don't think we've put out a statement yet. By the time this video goes out, the statement might have been put out. But yeah, like I said before earlier, we need to be helping him. He's admitted that he's got an addiction, so we need to help him with that. Playing him, if we can play him for Saturday's game, I would advise against it. But again, I'm not the manager, I'm not Eddie Howe. We just need to make sure that he, as a person, before the player, is okay. We support him as a football club, as part of our community, and make sure that he's okay. The fine is neither here nor there. He's obviously admitted to what he's done. He knows what he's done is wrong, but we need to help him as a player and as a person and deal with that addiction appropriately. I'll be waiting to see what Newcastle United put out. I'm sure we'll take our time with it and make sure that we do the correct things and go through the correct channels. But obviously, in my eyes, just putting him into the starting lineup straight away on Saturday is not the correct thing to do, especially with all of this stuff hanging over his head anyway. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What would you do? Peace.